All right. So this is Arusha from Post Cure Fan Documentary,
Hi,
and
Lisa.
I have Andy Gardner with me today. And Andy, who are you and where are you?
I am an English bloke living in France, working in music, and I am down in Bordeaux to go and see The Cure tonight at the Archaea Arena, which is is it the second or the third French gig on the tour? I think it's the third, isn't it?
Yeah, because there was Lyon and Montpellier.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
and then there's Toulouse. So maybe it's the fourth.
Oh God.
Yeah, and then Geneva's in Switzerland, but they speak French there. So
Well, yeah, in Geneva they do. Yeah.
yeah, so I
Um,
didn't realize that you are working in France. I was wondering why you chose Bordeaux.
um, well, I'm going to Louvain. I'm going to obviously it's going to Paris where I live. We're organising the after show with your good friend Carl on the 28th. But yeah, I've lived here longer than I haven't. Yeah, put it that way.
Really? I didn't know that. Okay. I was just fooled
Yeah.
by your heavy accent.
Well, je peux parler français correctement si vous voulez. Hein.
Ah, oh. Say,
Yeah.
I'm in the south of France right now visiting a good friend of mine.
Oh, where's that?
What is this called? Tourette's?
Tourette's.
Oh, calm down with the Tourette's. It's close to Nice. And
It's
what's
cold. It's cold. It's cold.
it's close to Nice and it's what is the full name? Tourette-sur-Loup. But
Oh, lovely.
you sent me this awesome picture moments ago. Can we see any of that? Are you close by again?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's go and interview some people. I'm going to go and ask.
Oh, you just clicked out. You phased out, but I'm gonna still talk until you come back in. I think Andy went to a show earlier in the year. I've lost you. Can you hear me? We're just frozen on your face right now. Um, but I think he went to another Cure show earlier in the year. Andy, come back, baby. Hi, Jen. Hi, Jen Ward. How are you? Any kind of fool could see that I've lost you and I can't live without you. Andy, come back. Come on. You're totally frozen. Oh, he's going to have to sign back in. Let's see if he can sign back in. There you go.
Ah, yeah. Suddenly there was no internet. So
Yeah.
here is Marina. What a giant spaceship.
Right. And have the
And
doors opened yet?
they literally are because when I got here, as you can see, hang on, they've just opened them, so people are rushing in. Hold on.
So is there more than one entrance for these nice floor people?
The thing there seems to be two. There's like one standing and one up in the gods. Yeah,
Yeah, let's see. Okay.
there you are. People are going in as we speak. What's really good about France is that they have bars in the car park.
They do?
Yeah, here we are.
Do they
Let me
have
go and
wine?
speak. I don't know. Here we are. That's the barman in the car park.
Oh, that's amazing. It's a beer, though. I thought they might have some wine.
I don't know. Vous avez du vin? Ah, yes, they do have wine
Oh, they do have wine.
over there.
Okay. Can you get any closer to the people that are going in?
Yeah, hold on. Let me walk round.
And
I
also,
can't.
what? Sorry,
Yeah,
while you're walking, I know that you went to another Cure show earlier on this tour, didn't you?
Yeah, we went to Gothenburg in Sweden and then Copenhagen the day after,
How was
and it
that?
was oh, Gothenburg was so good. My better half's favorite song is Drowning Man, and it was the first time they played it on the tour, and that was really lovely. And then Copenhagen was a lot bigger, but it was still really good. I mean, as I've posted on various on the Cure tour Facebook place, I'm so loving the new songs. It's the first time. I mean, I don't want to be a kind of boring Mardy person, but I just lost interest. I think it was an age thing and a work thing for like 15 years. You know, if I did go and see the Cure, I'd go to the toilet when they played like a Cure by Numbers new song. But these things, like and Nothing Is Forever, End Song, whatever, they're just some of the best that they've come up for like 20, 30 years. I'm just so stoked for the new album. That's hasn't happened to me for years.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know if
I
I
think
don't know
that's
if it's an age thing. I don't know if I'm kind of going into male menopause. I don't know, but
male menopause. I mean, it could be. It could be. I mean, The Cure is very definitely a loved band by menopausal people all over the world. So,
yeah.
but I am curious about what you're saying about losing interest for 15 years because we don't, here over at Push Cure Fan Documentary, I don't hear that a lot, and I want to hear more about that. So take
Hey,
me back,
well,
take me back a few years to when you were into all of it because
okay,
we met through Dave Allen, right? And we were talking
yeah.
about a certain scene. So let's take the 10 people that are watching this right now, maybe 7, um, about your history and what happened with you and the Cure and all that, blah blah.
I was taken at the age of 12. Was I 12? To see the Head on the Door tour at Bercy, which was the first really big gig that they ever played, apart from obviously festivals. Um, and then I had this French pen friend, and at that time when I was 12, I was still living in England, but The Cure was still this kind of cult band that belonged to like my elder brother and elder sister's generation. And then suddenly all hell broke loose in France, and there was like this Cure mania. I mean, they would be on like the 8 o'clock news, and you know it was kind of crazy. It was like a boy band or something. So then I kind of did some of the Kiss Me stuff, and then by the time I was like 16 for Disintegration, the Prayer Tour, it was when you could get Interrail passes, and I literally I worked in McDonald's for about 3 months to save up the money, and me and a load of friends went off around Europe, sleeping on stations, and
Oh, that's so.
then
Wait. I have
yeah,
to get Andy. I have to get cinematic. I want you to say that again
what?
for me, but pull the camera away from your face a little bit. There we go.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Say it like that, and let's see if we can get any of the crowd in the background. I'm being a total director right now, but yes, yes, this is it. It's all happening, baby. So you're 15. You're in France, and they're going banana cakes. It's like the
Yeah,
Cure. So what did
yeah.
you do?
I, I moved to France when I was 19.
No. Keeping the camera back where you were, can you just describe the sleeping in
Yeah,
the
no,
train
I
station?
just we kind of did a lot of the prayer tour in '89 at the age of 16 on Interrail cards, sleeping in stations and shit. And then after that, there were the festivals in '90. Perry joined the band. There was the mythical Place de la République gig, which was Perry's first gig on the 21st of June, 1990. And then what I considered to be the last great Cure album until hopefully what is going to be released. And obviously, this is my own personal opinion. Nobody has to agree with me. Wish came out, and by that time I was kind of having a bit of a job in the music industry. so got loads of free tickets and was able to go and do loads of gigs on the Witch tour. And yeah, and then I don't know, Wild Mood Swings came out, and because I was kind of beginning to produce music and work with other people, I kind of knew that it wasn't a Cure album. It had been made with, I mean, this is again my opinion, but with 7 different drummers and 5 different producers, and I just thought it was boring. I went to see the swing tour at Bercy, and I actually left about halfway through. I thought it was so shite.
All right, so
And
that's like, let's take a pause there though. So 96 you leave because
well, I
you're
don't actually, because I then go into the corporate world of music business. So I was able to go to kind of like the Bloodflowers launch and some
okay.
MTV shit and da da da, and it was great, but it just
It
didn't do it.
wasn't.
And then I went to see them in 2014 at Hammersmith for the Christmas party, and that was kind of cool. And then 2016 on the sort of another greatest hits tour. And then in what was it, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Rock on Seine, which was absolutely life affirming. I thought they were on fire. And then because I've started working with Dave Allen, we put his record out, and he's working on my new record, blah blah blah. I've just kind of like the flame has been rekindled, and I don't know. I just like all these new songs. I just think are absolutely amazing.
That's
But before I used
fantastic.
to think that the new songs were pure by numbers, and these seem special.
Right. Right. I hate to torture you, but I'm going to go back to. I love the shot, by the way. I love seeing the people in the background. But I'm going to go back to the thing about yeah. I'm going to go back to the thing about the railway stations because do you think that at that time in the 80s that kids just did that for every band? Was it something to do with the Cure? Was it the time period?
There were. It was the time period. I mean, it predates internet. It predates obviously mobile phones. It predates kind of terrorism and security. I mean, it doesn't
Right.
predate terrorism, but
Right.
it predates kind of a lot of things. And my parents and parents of a lot of other kids were just perfectly happy for us to go off and sleep on Antwerp or Brussels railway stations, just as long as we didn't cost them any money.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's
It,
fascinating.
maybe the world was a safer place. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was great. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. And I remember we kind of halfway through the tour, a few of us got given passes, so we didn't actually have to pay for tickets anymore.
And what was that about? Do you think? I mean, can you talk about that a little bit?
Um, I just think, people in the know without being pushy, with being polite, and there were a few people over from Japan, and just word came down, I suppose, to the boss saying there's these kids following you around, and they kind of made it as comfortable as possible. So
That's
I
really
guess,
cool. Yeah, I mean, I had that happen in '96, and so I think it's something that the Cure has done to a lot of their fans that they see sleeping
yeah,
in railway stations or bunking up or cooking soup outside of venues. So, I
yeah.
don't.
I mean, I remember on the small Wish tour in Britain, which was kind of a warm up to the big World Wish tour. That they took us all. They took us we were about 100 people to in Bradford, which I think was the first night of the warm up tour in St George's Hall. They took us all out for a curry,
Oh,
and
nice.
it was kind of, well, they blocked the whole of the Bombay Brasserie in Bradford.
Wait, did you say a
Um,
hundred people?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They lit. I mean, it's a huge Indian restaurant. It's one of the biggest Indian restaurants in Britain, and they've just block booked it. So yeah, no, they've been good to kids down the years. Yeah.
And then so flipping the story once again. Now it's 2022. We're looking at people going into the arena. You work in the music industry. You're a music industry. You're a musician yourself. How has it been being in the live, and you're in like your midlife male menopause? I'm 50 and I notice that when I go up to the front, it's different. I'm not going to say it's good or bad, but being in the pit is no longer
To,
the pit.
to be honest, I've never really gone up the front unless because it doesn't sound as good.
Right.
Yeah, the best place to be is in the middle, halfway back, stereo left, right.
By the soundboard.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm being a bit of a geek, but that, yeah. Else, you can't hear the PA if you're up front, and you can't really hear the back line,
Right.
and which they don't listen to, obviously, because they've all got in ears. And the mix on stage is not the mix of what you're meant to be hearing. So yeah, it's all for me, and I'm lucky because I'm tall, so
Right.
I can go back like 50, 60 meters back.
Is there any even with that though? Is there any differences you're feeling with the crowd? Are you noticing anything positive, negative, interesting? Do
I,
people?
I, I just think Cure fans are lovely, and uh, that's I could never ever, even the shittest Cure gigs I've ever been to, I've always met nice people. I don't know. It's just everybody seems to be nice. And even when there's a kind of football element to it, like football hooligan element to it, somebody falls over, they get picked up again, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not. No, it's really nice. And I'm meeting some old friends tonight.
Uh-oh. You've turned into a robot and you froze again, Andy. She blinded me with science. Where did Andy go? Come, baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see that I want Andy to come back to the... You guys, we maybe have lost him again. I don't know. I'm going to keep going until he either cuts it short or comes back. But I have a feeling if he's going to go meet his friends for a drink, this may be it for now. Let's see. Oh, you're back.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back.
Yes.
Oh, look, Arusha, do you want me to check in later?
Yes, the check in after you've had your cocktails. Now, are you going to have a wine, a Bordeaux wine? Or
Oh
are you going to
no,
have
no,
some beer?
I'm on the piss. I'm on the beer.
Oh, you're on the piss because
Well, no,
you're an English
no,
chap.
I don't mean I'm on the piss to get pissed. I'm on the piss because beer is piss.
Ah. See, I've learned so much on this
All
trip.
right. Well, look, I'll check in again when I'm inside.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Speak to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.